Welcome back, everyone. NicknLex here. Thank you so much for joining me today to this new episode of Music with Nick. I'm super excited today for VMAX 4. Thank you so much for sponsoring this video and this episode. And today we're going to get into Catherine Wheel. The album is called Chrome. Let's check the year here. As you see in the description, this is from 1993, and VMAX 4 is going to show us some of his favorite music. So let's see here, a little email. Now this is, I do wanted to apologize for taking so long to make this video, but you know, it's Christmas time, it's the holidays, and there's just only so much time in a day. You know, every day is something, and you know how it goes. So I'm sure VMAX, you must understand. So I usually, you know, when you request a video, I get it done like the day of or the next day, but I was just unable to. So I had like this whole backlog that I had to, you know, get to. But here it is. So it says here, hi Nick, I emailed you before about one of my favorite 90s bands, Catherine Wheel, whose vocalist is Bruce Dickinson's cousin, Rob Dickinson. Now, if you don't know who Bruce Dickinson is, some of you people are not Iron Maiden fans. He is the main, he is the vocalist for the majority of time for Iron Maiden since 1983 or 1982. He started with The Number of the Beast, which is the third album. So he's been there for ever. But before that, they had an amazing vocalist who just passed away last month, Paul Diano. And so yeah, but so this song is called Fripp, and I thought, oh, Robert Fripp, King Crimson. But Fripp from 1993 album Chrome could be my very favorite song of all time, as the lyrics are very personal for me. So this might be his all-time favorite song. That's big. Now, band members are Rob Dickinson on vocals and guitar, Brian Footer on guitar, David Hawes on bass, and Neil Sims on percussion. Wonderful band who, like all great bands, didn't get the recognition they deserved and sadly are no more. I see it all the time with my favorite music too. Rob Dickinson did make a solo album, called it Fresh Wine for the Horses, which is quite brilliant and worth checking out. Thank you so much. Man, I'm interested. I'm very curious. Your favorite song of all time. Let's give it up. Let's check it out. Thank you again so much, VMAX. And yeah, if you like, you know, Catherine Wheel, let us know. If you're here if this is your first visit to the channel because of the artist, or if you're just a regular, leave a comment, you know, like the video or dislike the video, whatever you feel like. Maybe subscribe to the channel. We welcome all that good stuff. So all right, so let me pull up the song and let's have a good time. All right, here we go. I had to stop some stuff from updating on the computer because it was kind of like giving a little bit of a lag there. So yeah, let's check it out. Here we go with Fripp. Enjoy.
Shark-shaped fin in the water of my swim with you there.
So good.
I'd swim with you there. Yeah.
I'm loving it. Also, the lyrics are very serious.
I could live with you there. I could live with you there. Bye bye, long day.
Yes.
Need to sleep so much. You shine on me. Too much is not enough. On the sheets,
Wow.
pillowcase, in my bed for heaven's
So I read the lyrics. I love it.
sake, dancing until late in my head there. But I could sleep with you there. I could sleep with you there. Always, always. Bye bye, long day. Need to sleep so much. 19 hours straight. Too much is not enough. Too much is not enough. Too much is not enough. Too much is not
What a great sound this band has. It beats me that, I mean, but it's because of different circumstances that they're no longer together. But man, what a great sound! And I was gonna mention something um, after the song, but then I read something, and I was like, yeah, I was gonna say that. So because it did remind me of a little bit like Death Cab for Cutie. And here it says, so this is from Wikipedia. It says the more aggressive Chrome followed in 1993, produced by Gil Norton. With this album, the band began to shed its original showgazing tag, while still making skillful use of atmospherics such as the on the song Fripp. And I was gonna talk about that. I'm still gonna do. Um, in a 2007 interview, Rob Dickinson said that members of Death Cab for Cutie and Interpol, I don't know Interpol, told him that without this album, their bands wouldn't exist. That's what I thought. I was like, wow, this has a little bit of a vibe. Like, not everything Death Cab for Cutie like releases, but we've seen them live. Alexia got me into them when we started dating. That was like her go-to. And I've heard like 4 or 5 albums by Death Cab, and it has like, there's like a little bit of a vibe there, you know. So if you want to check them out, they're a little bit newer. They're still like in a late 90s band, early 2000s. And yeah, check them out. They're really good. Man, this was good. I just love the whole like atmosphere, like the whole vibe of like the guitars that are like full of reverb and stuff, and the vocals, and it's just a little bit on the sadder side, you know, on the more serious side. And I read the lyrics as fast as I could just to, you know, have an idea what the song was about, because I wanted to focus on the music. I loved the guitar and the drums and the bass and the whole vibe. It also reminded me a little bit of No Man, and just like, you know, indie rock on the, you know, more serious side, you know, like Radiohead in Rainbows, that kind of music. It's just like that tone is like, it is a little bit more on the, you know, you have to be in the mood because it might take you a little bit, you know, down. Not that it's not good. I love to get in a certain mood with music, you know. This is very serious. Today in the morning, I would have loved to do this with Alexia, but she's just right now she's taking care of her grandmother. But I'm gonna show her this tonight when we're gonna go see some friends and we're gonna drive there. So that's the perfect opportunity to put on music that I listen to on the channel. Yeah, this was just fantastic. Like the whole everything, the keyboards, you know, I don't know, the guitars like very screeching, and it was almost like, you know, talking. Like I would love that there was something in the lyrics and then the guitar would do something kind of like displaying that, you know. Beautiful. The bass, the drums, everything, you know, everything was just very, very very good, you know, very cool ambience, and I loved it. Really cool. So different from what Bruce Dickinson does. I mean, but hey, they're like obviously decades apart. It's a different style, you know. He's not gonna just do heavy metal just because Bruce does it. I love this, you know. It's really, really cool. I think I've heard something else by some other Dickinson. I don't know if it's him, if it's Rob Dickinson, but I think the Dickinsons all are into like music. I think there was the brother of Bruce Dickinson who did something with Bruce. He is a guitar player as well. So, but I'm not gonna get into that. It's not so important. Yeah, this was fantastic. Thank you so much, VMAX. I'm gonna do another song right now for you, that you also you know, that you requested, and I hope it's as good as this. This was fantastic. And I thought first when I saw the request, I was Catherine Wheel. Oh, you know, I thought it was just, you know, a female singer or something. I would have never thought it was a band. Very cool band. I can't wait to hear more. And they do have 5 albums, so there's a lot to sink my teeth into. And I love the artwork. Yeah, it's crazy, you know, like such good bands. They just stop making music, because I mean, because maybe one of the members, or just it's not working out anymore, and people move on and do other great projects. It's also even with Deathcap, the vocalist, he has like 2 or 3 bands which are all fantastic. So this was wonderful, and 72,600 monthly views. It's not very much, but I mean, at least people are listening to the band, and I hope this video, gives them a little, boost. So I don't know. It is kind of difficult, the audience. Obviously, we started the channel with all like 70s stuff and prog and stuff like that. So this is a little bit different, but I loved it, man. I really, really love the style. Right now, Alexia and I, we're recording. We're learning a totally different DAW right now, which is a recording studio. And she's doing everything now. So I just have to sit there and come up with music, and she does all the editing, and she basically records and stops and rewinds and adds and stuff. And I'm like, okay, it's so much fun to do it with your wife, because, she knows me so well, and she knows exactly how I want it to sound like, and she also gives me ideas like, hey, maybe you could do that and don't do this, and she knows a lot about music. I love it. So we're working on that. So every time I listen to new music, it's inspirational. It's an inspiration that I take and I apply it. And now we have like a daily kind of like routine where we just sit down and record. So yeah, expect something the next year. I talk about it all the time, but I'm studying so much, just to get better as a musician. And just like, it's not just practicing the guitar, it's just learning music. There's so much that goes into it. It never stops. And it's sometimes it's a little bit overwhelming, because honestly, it never ends, So it's a good thing though. Thank you so much, VMAX. This was a wonderful track. I loved it. I can't wait to hear it again. And usually what I do is when I edit the track, that's when I listen to it the second time. And then I can also put something that makes a little more sense in the thumbnail, without being too clickbaity. And because I just identified this music as a whole, when I listen to it, and the second time or the third time. So yeah, don't think that I just listened to the song once and then I just discard it. And it goes into a playlist that we listen to all the time. Obviously, the playlist is huge. So sometimes, usually when we go on trips, we put our playlist and then we're like, wow, oh my God, remember that when we did that? And that's how it goes. But yeah, this was wonderful. Thank you so much, VMAX. I can't wait to do the other song, which also has something, I think, to do with this, if I'm not mistaken, but I could be wrong. But this was awesome. Thank you so much. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please let me know if this is down your, your alley. What did you think of it? And if it's new, what did you think about it? Do you like it? I loved it, man. I like, I'm into jazz fusion and heavy metal and just like classic jazz and classical music. But hey, this is awesome. This was amazing. So, I just have a heart for all sorts of music that are new. There's some music that I don't listen to because it's just like something that I don't like. But this was fantastic. So again, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one.